Hey, Shalom, Akim, this is Yabatazak coming back with another video. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. Striving for the hopeful elect, enduring all afflictions and seeking out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Waharakak Badash, Barakatam, Akim. I just want to bring out, speak on something just regarding doing the work for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And now that we're coming into those last, few minutes, you want to go, all the way, man. What they say in the world, balls to the wall. Gas to the pedal to the metal. You want to go from 100 or 0 to 100. That's what you want to do right here, not in the world, but for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because this is the greatest profession that anybody could ever take up. This is an everlasting retirement, an everlasting life. For the little work that we've done, this turnaround. Because we know that we've been reincarnated from prior lives up to this very time. And here, what I'm going to bring out is Peter asked a very good question to Yahushua. What will we receive for following him and forsaking all? It's like people in the world, they go to a job and be like, okay, what are you going to give me? Those are questions that we have to ask. So Peter and Yahushua is going to give us the answer. So it's basically to encourage brothers, even to myself. We have to go hard, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to go as hard as we can. Whatever leisure time that we have, use it to push the word, to push the gospel, to edify. Use your talents, because we're the salt of the earth. So we have to push this word out to the world, man. Whether they hear or forbear, sooner or later they ain't gonna be able to resist the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, and it's becoming more and more apparent as the day approaches that time that this truth stands alone, and it's gonna reign, meaning that it's gonna triumph over all things. So I want to jump out with Matthew 19:27. It says, "Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?" Okay, and if brothers haven't forsaken all, as far as like done in the physical, but in the spirit you have. But it's gonna come a time we physically have to forsake. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to. It's either your wife or you. You know what I'm saying? Not meaning that you're just gonna let them die in that sense. Being selfish. But it's gonna come a time where your family are going to turn against you, meaning they're going to try to persuade you to join them just to take the trip, try to entice you, seduce you, tempt you, telling you that this is all in vain, because in that time, man, it's going to be more heightened than what it is now. In that time when when everything is basically at the forefront and manifested, and we know that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has basically taken his grace off the rest of the world, because he's only done it for the elect, the remnant, to be sealed. These people are going to be full-blown out demonic, all right, and it's going to be 100 times more than what it is now, all right, and they're going to do everything in their power to try to persuade you, but you have to resist that. Meaning that you have to flee away, forsake them physically. Okay? That's why it's important that we have to detach ourselves, not only spiritually but physically, from the world, man. Because the flesh is still attached to the physical world. The flesh is still attached to, women, children, family, money, whatever food. So it has to be two forms of detachments: the spirit and the physical. We know that everything starts in the spirit, But you have to understand that the spirit and the flesh are contrary to one another. So one or the other are wanting two different things. So we have to be cautious of that, you know. And Peter asked him, you know, what shall we have therefore? We have forsaken all. And like I said, this is a video to encourage brothers and to also to go harder. Verse 28, and Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. You see? So basically you're gonna rule, you're gonna govern. Okay, meaning that if you're a ruler and you're a governor, you're set. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be wealthy. You know, you're gonna have all the authority, you know, granted by the higher power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And we know that he's gonna pour blessings that are unimaginable. Okay, so basically you're set. Okay, you're a ruler, basically a king, a priest, as it says in Revelations. And the regeneration is back when you come back. All right, like I said earlier in the introduction, that we've all come, you know, from prior lives. We all lived before, and we're coming into that time where this is the last one, because we know Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of that which followeth, and we're in that time. So it says, verse 29, and everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, sisters, father, mother, wife, children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. You see? So we can't allow these things that are mentioned here in verse 29 to distract us from doing the work. We have to go harder. All right. Like I said, and brothers know in other videos, certain things happen. You know, things happen to where we have to be at work, or whatever the case may be, on call, whatever. But once you have that leisure time, give that to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Because Esau's taking his portion, but Yahushai is asking for his portion. Okay, so we have to maintain ourselves in the meditation of the prophecy of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And for the brothers, for the Akim, you know, the elect, whoever they may be, wherever they may be, this is who that's for, man. All right, so because you did all this, you're gonna receive everlasting life, a crown of life. You know, versus this world that these people are striving for. They're going to inherit a corruptible crown, which is what Esau gives you. You know, a temporary satisfaction. You know, some money that goes, you know, in your pocket. You know, and there's holes in it and gone. You know, versus the blessings of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they're never ending. You know, because right now we're doing the work. You know, speaks about that in Hebrews. You know, we're doing the work, and we're laboring to enter into that rest, which is that retirement. You know, which is going to be far more better, 1,000,000 times better than what Esau can offer this world. You know, so like I said, I just wanted to make this video to encourage brothers that we have to go harder, man. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai requires that of us, to be a fervent spirit, which is a lively spirit, on fire. Your energy, okay? It said that the angels were as a flame of fire, right? And as ministers, so we're supposed to be on fire, man. You know, doing this work, following Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, and being focused, you know, focused on the goal, on pleasing Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But that takes faith. So I'm gonna end it with this. This is Hebrews 11. You know what? Let me start at verse 1. Hebrews 11 and 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay, so Yahweh Shai, we're reading these words, and he told us that if we forsake all these things, we shall inherit eternal life. Now that's faith, to believe in that, because people that see us doing this, they think we're doing it in vain. As I made mention, family members, in that time when it gets closer, they're gonna try to persuade you to stop doing what you're doing, to denounce the faith. You know, because that's how they see us. That's how they see us now. But later on, it's gonna be they're gonna manifest. Truly, that demon is gonna manifest itself to its full potential to try to persuade you. If not, they're gonna try to turn you over to the authorities and kill you, torture you. So it says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Okay, verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. You see? So you have to believe in the words that were spoken unto Peter, that are now being conveyed to us, the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, by the mouth of the brothers, the elders,